Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weekend weather update here on your December the 19th, 2025. Well, things looking much better out there than they were overnight with all that gusty winds and those storms that blew through the area. Definitely a cooler day on Friday, but don't worry, we're going to warm things up for the weekend. Then we're going to cool things back down again early next week before the real big warmth moves in for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and the numbers are just bonkers, really looking ahead for Christmas Day. Now, before we get into this full update, if you're new here on our YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content, and as always, if you ever have a weather-related question, please, by all means, post it down below. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look at Brasstown Ball, talk about a gorgeous view there across North Georgia here on your Friday afternoon, looking pretty good. And those skies are going to look very similar to that for both Saturday and Sunday as well. Lake Lanier, a little bit of a wind, but the winds will be subsiding as we go in towards tomorrow. Won't have as much of a bite to the air as we're seeing out there on your Friday afternoon. Local radar is all clear. It'll remain that way. Maybe a spotty shower might try to work in Saturday night, Sunday morning, but I'm not really worried about it. It should stay on the dry side. Satellite picture telling the story of a lot of clear skies, and that's what we expect to kind of be with us all weekend long. And limited rain chances, unfortunately. We got a little rain last night, not really a lot of it because of how fast the rain was moving. And looks like the drought conditions will continue to worsen here across North Georgia. Looking at your regional radar, again, it's that second front moving on through. Temperatures really struggling today, 40s and lower 50s. But we're going to be warming up through the weekend, as we mentioned. Temperatures on Saturday, for example, should be about 10 degrees warmer than what we saw on our Friday. So let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast models here. Again, for the most part, going to stay on the dry side. Not expecting much in the way of precipitation here. You're going to notice a little bit of rain returns trying to come in here Saturday night and into Sunday morning. You'll see a few of them right there. Here they come, just a little bit there. But again, not really doing anything. Just kind of falling apart there. So looks like we're in store for a pretty good weekend ahead. So if you got to do any of those holiday shopping, those last minute shopping, you can't blame Mother Nature because it's really looking pretty good for you. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our forecast maps here. As I go ahead and put this in motion, this is from the National Weather Service as we go for the week ahead. Again, looking pretty good as we go into your Saturday morning. We got high pressure here up and down the eastern seaboard, looking pretty good. But as we go into this upcoming week, what we're going to notice here is this high pressure is going to settle down into the northern Gulf. And when it does so, here we're kind of wedged here on Monday. So it'll be cooler on Monday, on Tuesday. But then as Wednesday, this high starts to develop here across the northern Gulf. So Wednesday on Christmas Eve, we're gonna see things begin to warm up. We're gonna have a kind of a westerly to southwesterly wind coming in here, and that's gonna warm things up, and that'll continue into Christmas Day and the day after, going into the 26th. So temperatures gonna be well above normal. And right now we're tracking down a cool down coming in around the 28th, 29th. Still question marks on just how cool, but I think we get at least closer to the more seasonable levels as we wrap up 2025, at least start sometime on the 28th and going into the 29th. That's the way the long range is looking here for the moment. All right, so here goes our forecast here for tomorrow. Again, a bit milder. We'll see 56, 33. Still a bit of a frosty start across the south here across Georgia, as we'll see some 20s and 30s out there. So a little bit colder. The winds will be up a little bit, and they should die down as we head toward dawn, and some scattered frost a possibility. Daytime highs looking a lot better out there, looking a lot of 50s out there and some low 60s. So a little bit above average, I would say, normal high 52, 53. So above normal temperatures there going into your Saturday. Regionally looking like this: 57 in Nashville, 69 in Jackson, 64 in Destin, 63 over in Savannah, and how about 55 degrees over in Asheville. All right, next 7 days, again, a little bit of a roller coaster ride with the temperatures here. But 56 Saturday to 63 on Sunday, cooling right back down into the 50s on Monday, 53, 37, 57 on Tuesday. And then as we go into your Christmas Eve, 67, 45, 69, 49, almost 70 degrees there on Christmas Day. That's Gainesville, by the way. So, Metro Atlanta probably could be flirting with some record highs there. And then still staying warm, 68, 55, maybe a slight chance of a shower on Friday. Really the main rain threat, if we get any, will come in with a cold front on the 28th, which is going into that Saturday. So that's probably our next best chance for rain. But right now, even that is not looking all that impressive. But we are expecting maybe some cooler weather as we go closer to the wrap up of 2025. So we'll see how that works out. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel as we're trying to build a 24-hour weather channel here. So please help us out. Got to get the subscriber numbers up. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. All right, that's it for now. You guys take it easy. Be good, stay safe. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys back in here on Monday. Bye-bye.